Good morning everyone, and welcome to today's presentation on recognizing and addressing fraud symptoms in organizations. We'll be exploring key fraud indicators, diving into the concept of the fraud triangle, and discussing how whistleblower protections play a crucial role in preventing and detecting fraud effectively. I'm excited to share this important information with you to help strengthen our organizational integrity and safeguard against fraudulent activities. Let's get started. Fraud can have a serious financial impact, leading not only to substantial losses but also damaging the organization's reputation. That's why recognizing the symptoms of fraud early is so important. It allows us to stop the problem before it grows and to start investigations promptly. By identifying these signs, organizations can take a proactive approach to protect their assets and maintain the trust of everyone involved, from investors to customers. Additionally, understanding how to spot fraud improves our ability to detect suspicious activities, which strengthens overall prevention efforts. Ultimately, responding to these symptoms helps preserve stakeholder confidence by safeguarding both resources and reputation. When it comes to identifying potential fraud, there are three main areas we need to watch closely. First, behavioral red flags. This includes sudden or unexplained changes in someone's lifestyle, like spending beyond their means, or they might become unusually defensive or unwilling to share information. These shifts can signal that something isn't quite right. Next, financial irregularities. This involves spotting unusual transactions that don't fit the normal pattern, discrepancies between financial records that don't add up, or documentation that is inconsistent or missing altogether. These are often clear indicators that require closer examination. Finally, operational anomalies. For example, missing records, frequent overrides of established control procedures, or shortages that can't be explained. These operational issues can create opportunities for fraud to occur and should always raise suspicion. Keeping an eye out for these key symptoms helps us catch fraud early and maintain the integrity of our processes. Here, we see how fraud symptoms are directly connected to the classic fraud triangle, which consists of motivation, opportunity, and rationalization. When we talk about motivation, it's often linked to signs like financial stress or personal issues that might push someone toward fraudulent behavior. Opportunity arises when there are weak controls or when procedures can be easily bypassed, creating the right environment for fraud to happen. Then there's rationalization, which involves the mindset or justification a person uses to make their dishonest actions seem acceptable to themselves. Understanding these links helps us recognize why certain symptoms appear and allows us to focus our prevention and detection strategies more effectively. Here, we see concrete examples of how recognizing certain symptoms can be crucial in detecting fraud. First, a sudden lifestyle upgrade by an employee, especially when it doesn't align with their known income, can be a red flag. In one case, this inconsistency, combined with unexplained financial gains, led to an audit that uncovered embezzlement. Second, discrepancies in inventory records, along with repeated bypassing of authorization controls, pointed directly to internal theft. These kinds of irregularities rarely go unnoticed if we stay vigilant. Finally, spotting these symptoms early can make all the difference. Early detection not only speeds up the investigation process but also limits the financial damage and allows organizations to take corrective actions before the problem escalates. Recognizing these warning signs early is key to effective fraud prevention. Whistleblower protection laws play a crucial role in encouraging employees to come forward when they suspect fraud, without the fear of facing retaliation. These laws provide important legal safeguards that protect both the identity and the rights of whistleblowers, which is essential for their confidence in reporting. One key feature is the establishment of confidential reporting channels, allowing individuals to share information discreetly and securely. As a result, organizations experience improved investigation outcomes, since more suspicious activities are brought to light. Ultimately, these protections help build a culture rooted in transparency and accountability, making fraud detection more effective and investigations much more thorough. Recognizing fraud symptoms is crucial because it allows us to detect and prevent fraud early, which helps minimize both financial losses and damage to an organization's reputation. These symptoms typically show up in three main areas: behavioral changes, financial inconsistencies, and operational irregularities. By understanding how these signs relate to the fraud triangle, pressure, opportunity, and rationalization, we can improve our accuracy in spotting potential fraud. Detecting these symptoms early means investigations can start sooner, increasing the chances of stopping fraud before it causes significant harm. Additionally, whistleblower laws are key in encouraging people to report suspicious activity, making it easier for organizations to identify and address fraud effectively.